everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kat, and for today we're going to be talking about a bit of a packing trip of mine. I have to go on a work trip for a little while, and so I've been kind of pre-filming a lot of my videos, but I thought one of the fun ones for you guys would be for me to tell you what I am taking with me. And so at some point you guys will in fact see a new location for like maybe a few videos, and then we'll be back business as usual in here, but there might be a few where you're going to be at another location, so just FYI. But I thought it would be really kind of fun just to show you guys, also as like a bit of a preview for a few of the products that I'll be showing you guys in some upcoming videos, but just what are the things that I absolutely love that are my absolute must-haves while I'm on my trip, and then what are some of the things that I'm going to be showing you guys while there. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. So I figure we will start off with the base of everything. So for my primer, I'm just taking one because I really only need one. My tried and true Hydro Grip primer from Milk. I absolutely love it. And for my eyes, I will also be taking the eyeshadow primer because I have found that like this puppy can actually make a whole lot of palettes work for me that I was not able to get to work. So really like that about it. So this is what I'm taking as my base for everything. And then for foundation, one that I already have on my face right now is the Fenty Hydrating foundation. I absolutely love this guy. I grabbed one more tube of it before they decided that they were going to be discontinuing. So I am on the search for another awesome hydrating foundation because I don't know why, but they're like, for the longest time, it was like all about matte foundations, and then it was about hydrating foundations, and now I don't know what they're going for, but stop getting rid of my foundations. I have dry skin. I need a hydrating foundation. So then along with that, one of my other favorite foundations is from Chantecaille, and I tend to use this sparingly, but I do use it when I am having a good skin day because it's definitely not a full coverage foundation by any means. It is the lightest of the light, but if I'm having a good skin day, this one will make my skin look even better. So I'm definitely taking my Cushion foundation from Chantecaille. Then I am also going to be taking two new ones for me to try. They're not like new foundations, they're just new for me. First is going to be from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Luminous foundation. So again, on my hunt for a hydrating foundation, I was like, I'll give this one a go. So we have that one, and then we also have from Kosas, this is the Tinted Face Oil. And so my hope is on my super dry skin days, I can just use this guy and I won't feel like my face is flaking off. So that is what I am bringing for the foundation. For concealers, I'm just going to bring two along. I have my tried and true from Marc Jacobs. This is the Extra Shot Concealer. Absolutely love this guy. I have it on right now on my under eyes and I loves it. And then my second favorite concealer is from NARS. This is the Radiant Creamy Concealer. Really like this guy if you're looking for a lightweight concealer. So that is what I'm bringing for all of that. For brows, I'm only going to be bringing one product. It's the Brow Wiz from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I have it in the shade Blonde, and that's the only one really that I need. And so I have like 2 or 3 brow products that I enjoy, this being my favorite. I really like the Fenty pencil brow product that they have, but those are like the 2 primary ones that I tend to use. I haven't found a drugstore one yet that I have found that is just as comparable to how those 2 particular pencil liners perform, and so I just stick with these for now until I can find a cheaper option, which will hopefully be soon because they charge way too much for these things. For my waterline, as we know, since I do a ton of colorful looks, I do in fact need a whole lot of variety of liners, so I am just going to be bringing all of these. The majority of them are from LA Girl. It's the Shockwave liners. I absolutely love these, and so we've got like all of these are going to be the colorful ones that I'm bringing from that. And then I do also have from Art Deco a white one, just in case I am doing something that requires white on the inner corner. And then I have one brown one and one black one. The black one is from Il Makiage. It's from the Rico Nasty collection, and I really like it. And then this one is from Araceli, and fun fact, I got this one in like a BoxyCharm or an Ipsy, and I love it as far as brown liners go. It's really good. So that is what I'm bringing for those. And then for mascara, I'm not bringing a whole lot. This is my Wonder Beauty mascara. It's the Mile High Club Volume and Length Mascara, and I use this one for the under eye because the brush on there is nice and thin, and so it just goes really, really well without having to worry about like smudging or anything like that because of the brush being a weird shape. And then for the top lashes, I'm going to be bringing the Essence I Need a Miracle mascara, which is by far my favorite one, and it is very, very good as far as volumizing. It's got that really nice thick brush with the natural bristles on there. Absolutely love this one. I have like 5 of it because it's my absolute favorite. And then the other one that I'm going to be bringing if I'm just wanting a little bit more of like a natural lash and I'm not wearing any makeup, so essentially on the days that I'm going to work, I'm just going to be bringing along from Milk. This is their Cush waterproof mascara, and I really like this one. It also is definitely a thicker brush, but it's super nice at being very natural. It spreads itself out really, really well, and so I'm just going to take this puppy along for that because I also anticipate there will be a good amount of rain where I am going, and so that is happening. Then for lips, I am bringing 3 different lip products along with many, many chapsticks because I have had the most chapped lips this winter. I don't know why, but it's been pretty rough, and so I am bringing only lip glosses because I don't want to subject you guys to what my lips would look like if I actually decided to put on a liquid lipstick, because oh man, it will be rough. So I have 3 different ones. We have from Stila. This is probably one of my favorites. I absolutely love this coral orange shade. It is so, so gorgeous. So I'm definitely bringing that one. I'm also bringing from Marc Jacobs. Even though it looks purple in the tube, it is just slightly deeper of a tone. And so it just brings out a little bit more of the red within my lips, which I really, really like. And so I'm bringing this one. And it also has a little bit of that minty plumping effect to it. So I really like that. And then the third one is going to be from Copacetic Cosmetics. We have a nice kind of neutral to orange look that is definitely more orangey, where this one then becomes a bit more reddish toned. And so I think that these 3 together are like a perfect mix of 3 different shades that I can bring along with me. Then as we move on to the face products, we have for bronzer, I have 2 that I am bringing. The first one is going to be the Butter Bronzer just because I loves it and I'm going somewhere cold and rainy, and so I want something that's going to smell nice and make me think of summer. So that's why I'm bringing this guy if I just want to have a nice light flush to my face. And then the other bronzer is part of this bad boy right here that I am taking along, and is from Lethal Cosmetics. I am going to be bringing this contour along, which I absolutely love, and then these 3 blushes, because this thing I have used so much. You can see I am getting dangerously close to hitting pan on a few of these guys, and I don't hit pan. Like, this one is definitely one that I like to just kind of tap into with these 2, that I'll mix it, and so that's the only reason why this one isn't that close. But the other 3, I'm gonna need to get replacements soon, and I absolutely will, because by far Lethal has my absolute favorite formula for face products, and so I will never leave home without this thing because it's too good. And then for highlighters, I have 2 different palettes that I'm going to be taking. First one is going to be from Gourmand Girls. This is the Bold and the Beautiful highlight palette. Looks like this on the inside, and I really like these because they are very nice and natural. They blend into your skin really beautifully, but you can also build them up if you want a little bit more of a pop on there. And so I'm going to bring these along for the days where I'm just wanting more of a neutral look on my face. And then from Glam Shop, I am going to be bringing this highlight palette, which is all of the multi-chrome highlighters that we have on here. So they look just like white iridescence on here, but when you swatch them, they are definitely multi-chrome, duochrome, all the shimmers. They are absolutely stunning, and they will like have you glowing to space. And so that is the difference between the 2, is that natural highlight, not natural highlight. So we have both so that I can stun you guys with my face. And now we get into the palettes, and oh man, do we have a bunch. So some of these are going to be ones that are not new palettes. They are either my absolute favorite palettes that I want to take along, or they are ones that I just personally have not tested out, and I figured that while I am on this trip is the perfect time. And so the first one up is going to be from Odin's Eye. I got the Saga of Freya palette, and I thought that this color story is just absolutely beautiful. I love good greens and turquoises with orange. It's one of my favorite color combinations, and so I definitely want to test this guy out. I love the Odin's Eye formula, and so I am very excited to give this one a go. Then we have from Natasha Denona. I will absolutely be bringing the Glam palette with me so that I can do natural looks when I want to. This definitely made it into my top 10, and so if you haven't checked out my top 10 of 2021 video, make sure you go check that out. I absolutely love this. All the cool toned neutrals. It's one of my favorites. And so this is definitely coming along for those beautiful neutral looks. Then we have two palettes from Tammy Tenuka that I will be showcasing for you guys in a video. We have the Snake palette and the Toad palette. And they are stunning. There's, I don't think, any way for me to convey how gorgeous they are in person. This one is a bit more of a neutral type look with, I mean, 2 mattes and then 4 shimmers, and they are just absolutely gorgeous in real life. I cannot say it enough. When I swatch these for you guys, you're gonna be like, oh my god. And then the Snake one, I have a feeling a few of you guys are gonna literally like fall out of your chair. If you're a green lover, this palette right here, this green shimmer, it is the multi-chrome of my dreams. And then these other two are, this is a duochrome BT dubs. This is just a beautiful lime green shimmer. I cannot handle it. And then this is a beautiful black shimmer. I cannot wait to show you guys these. So we will definitely be doing a video on both of these. I'm gonna do looks with both of them. We're gonna swatch them. I cannot wait. Then I did also pick up the mini version from Nomad that they came out with that was a limited edition of the Venice palette. And so they had this as a larger palette, but then they dropped it as a 9-pan palette as well. And so that is this guy on the inside. So I will be doing a video for you guys on this one. And in our usual style that I do for Nomad Cosmetics, I will be talking about my trip that I had done to Venice when I was stationed in Germany. And so hopefully you guys will enjoy seeing some of those pictures. If you guys have any questions on like places to go visit, just let me know and I will throw that in there. Then we have from Lethal again. They dropped a multi-chrome palette, so obviously I'm gonna show you guys that. This is it, and we are definitely doing a video solely on this palette because I am so excited to swatch all of this for you guys, to do looks with it. It's gonna be literally all over my face. I am so excited to test this guy out. I mean, we had in the last palette, the Berlin one that I had done from Lethal, they had one multi-chrome in there and that was already stunning. So I cannot wait to show you guys this and we can see together how good the quality is. And then speaking of multi-chromes, I do also have one singles palette that I'm going to be taking along, and that is from Touch of Glam. I grabbed a bunch of their multi-chromes and a bunch of their shimmers, and so we are going to test them out in an indie brand highlight video because I have not talked about Touch of Glam yet, and so I thought that would be fun for us to kind of experience that together as well, see how they do. But very excited for both of those palettes, just all the multi-chromes, and we know I love a good multi-chrome. Then we have two palettes that I mean, it just keeps on going, guys. Then we have two more palettes that are from a British indie brand. This is Certify, and I really like these. For those of you that are less into shimmers and more into matte shades, these palettes have almost no shimmers. This one I think has like 3 shimmers out of the entire thing, and then this one, if I believe, has absolutely none. And so this is for all of my matte lovers out there, as well as those of you that really enjoy colorful blended looks. I am going to test out the formula in these and do a video on it and let you guys know what I think about Certify, see if it's worthwhile for you guys to pick these up. And so we are definitely doing a video on that. Then one palette that I'm just bringing for me that is not new by any means, but that I have not gotten a chance to use yet, and I really want to, is from Pat McGrath. Last year for Christmas I had gotten this as a gift from my mother. It is the Mothership 3 Subversive palette, and I cannot believe that I have not actually touched it yet. I think literally the only thing that I did was I swatched the shimmers once. Yes, that is all that I did, was I swatched the shimmers. But this is it. You have 4 of the specialty shades on this side that are definitely a bit of like duochrome in nature at a minimum, because like this guy I am seeing purple, pink, and blue. And then on this one, it looks like a beautiful iridescent shade. This one is like gold to pink. And then this one looks like a really grungy kind of goldish shade. And then, I mean, this guy is giving off like magenta in the camera, but I am seeing like deep raspberry. So a whole bunch of really fun shades in here that I just kind of want to give a go. But if you guys want me at some point to use this on camera, even just as like a get ready with me, let me know and I can definitely do that for you guys. But I am just bringing that for funsies. Then we have from Blend Bunny Cosmetics the Surge palette, and the main reason why I'm wanting to take this one is, I mean, first off, look at the color story. We love it. It is absolutely beautiful. I would have had this make it into my top 10 for this year, but I had such a hard time with it that even though the color story is absolutely stunning and I loved the final look, just the amount of effort that went into using it, I wasn't a huge fan of, but I also don't feel like I gave it enough of a chance. And so I'm taking this one along primarily just to experiment with, get to know the formula a little bit better, and then see if maybe I can make it work a little bit more. And so I will let you guys know how that goes. But this one is just for me because I really want to give it another go, because I feel like it's high probability that it's user error, because I am more used to using pressed pigments, and the majority of these are not pressed pigments, if any of them. I'm pretty sure it's all just normal eyeshadows instead of pressed pigments. So number one, you don't have to deal with staining, but number two, it does also take a little more effort to build up the shades because they're not quite as bold, because they are meant to be able to blend. And so I think it's user error that I just need to refamiliarize myself with something that's not a pressed pigment. And then the last one is the Watch the Queen Conquer palette, which you guys will be seeing in an upcoming speed review. I have already kind of dipped into it a little bit, and so I will have that for you guys. But it is just such a fun palette and has, I mean, really palettes. But I just absolutely love the color story on this one, and it's so much fun. So I don't care that this is literally bigger than my head. I am bringing it along. And so for those of you that aren't familiar, this is what it looks like on the inside. You have one color story on one side, you have the other color story on the other side, and then for fun, a chessboard in the middle. So if you're bored and you're like, you know what, I want to play chess, you can do it. So I think that was kind of funny. My dad actually really liked this palette because of that design, because he loves chess. So that is also definitely coming along. I'll be doing some additional looks with that. And so if you guys don't follow me on Instagram and you're wanting to see any of the looks that I make with any of these, where I don't necessarily show it in a video, if you check out my Instagram, I definitely post pictures of all of the different looks that I do. And so just make sure you're following me on there if you want to see what comes up with all of them. But let me know what you guys think of everything. Definitely let me know down in the comments which of the videos you would want to see first, because since some of it has been pre-filmed already, I can definitely rack and stack some of those for you guys. But I can also film certain ones before others if you were wanting to see something before another thing. So let me know down below which videos you want to see first of which palettes, and I would be happy to accommodate. And give me a thumbs up if you like my choices, thumbs down if you do not. Let me know either way. If there's also another palette where you're like, man, I really wanted to see some more looks and you did not pack it, now's the time to let me know, so that way I still have enough time to pack it. If I have not already left, in which case I'm sorry, and I will do a video as soon as I get home. But other than that, if you made it to the end of the video and you have not yet subscribed, I would love it if you would subscribe and join my family here on YouTube. We talk a ton about indie brands, lots of colorful makeup. Normally I also do swatches, but for time's sake and also not to spoil the fun of a bunch of these videos that are coming up, I did not swatch. So you're gonna have to wait and stay in suspense until the videos come out. But normally, my arms are covered in swatches. So if that sounds like fun to you, feel free to join my family on here. Join us down in the comments down below. We gush about all kinds of makeup down there, and I would just love for you guys to join me down there as well. And other than that, you just go have a good one, and I will see you guys back here soon.